So after I replaced the spark plugs and got it running, it stopped working. I pulled it back in the garage and it just stopped working. I think it's either the ignition switch or the lock cylinder because the key won't turn when it gets past accessory. It goes to accessory and then it doesn't actually turn. So I'm hoping it's either the ignition switch or the lock cylinder. But I gotta get in there, tear it apart, see where we get to, and hopefully I can figure it out today. Alright guys, so I got the ignition cylinder, the lock cylinder out, and I believe it's this. So I'm gonna go try to pick up one and see if it fits. Alright guys, I have to tell you about this. I am stoked. So when I called, they said it was just the lock cylinder that I was buying for $35. Turns out, I got the whole assembly and ignition switch for $35, and apparently it all works. It all has a 90-day warranty. This is awesome. This is like $350 worth of parts I got for 35 bucks. Now I know I could have gotten like a limited lifetime warranty if I had gone new. I don't want to go new. This is cool. This makes me so happy. Hopefully this will make it work. I'm still in traffic, going nowhere. My check engine light came on, but it is 5:38. I left the house at about 2, so this is the longest I've ever driven for a single part. Alright, I just got home, and after further investigation, it appears that the lock cylinder is not the problem. I have to replace the whole thing, which is a pain in the ass. But I'm gonna start it tonight. I gotta go up and cook dinner for the family, then I'll be back.
This is where we're at right now.
I have to get that out, and I'm having trouble. I'm having my neighbor come over and take a look at it. Alright, it's the next day. I have the Dremel tool to take the sheared bolts out. I'm gonna try to show you that right now. I apologize about the lack of video showing what I'm doing. Just there's not a whole lot of space in here and the lighting isn't very good, but I'm gonna try to show you this. All right, so what we're looking at is right here. See how that bolt is sheared right there? And there's another one back there. See that bolt right there that's sheared? I have to dig a groove into that so I can get a flat head in there. So it turns out my Dremel tool is broken. So I had to go to the store, buy another one. Kind of pisses me off. But it's time to actually get started. This whole day has been driving around. I had to go get my Dremel tool. Now I have to use this one. Pisses me off, but it's time to actually get going. As this is a one-man operation, I have to get creative sometimes. The steering column wouldn't stay in one place, so I tied it. Seems to be working pretty well. Forgive the hair. That's called success. So right in there we go. Right in there, I carved out a groove. Can't lose that. Right in there, I carved out a groove. It worked. Now try to do the other one. I carved out a groove in there, I just can't get it out. But, I don't know if any of y'all are from the country, if it doesn't move and it should, WD-40. That is off. I did it. Now I just gotta put the other one on, put everything back together, and hopefully it works. I got it in. I'm so excited. But there's a downside. Remember last Lexus video, Kenny and I messing with the starter wire? I never wired that up. So I have to do that before this thing can run. So I guess we're doing that in this video too. It never ends. This right here is what you call the moment of truth. hopefully this works. I just spent about an hour up under there trying to get the little starter cable into there. Hopefully this works. That is a success. That's a success. I know it didn't start, but that's because the battery's almost dead. First time just try to start it up. Yeah. It works. That's good. But now I have to put it all back together. And I should have filmed myself doing it because I have no clue how it goes back on. All of these interior parts right here, I don't know where they go. I mean, it's just gonna be like a big puzzle and I can figure it out. But I suspect there's gonna be things that are not quite put back right and things that don't work. But it's a project car.
The air duct is in. Now just the entire rest of the dash.
I got in the zone and I just kind of knocked most everything out. I'm missing a couple pieces and I used a whole lot less screws than what came out of it. But it should be fine. At least for right now, because I want to redo this entire interior. So if you know anybody selling SC300 interiors, let me know. Alright, so that was that. A 2-day build ended up being something simple, well, relatively simple. I decided to change out the whole ignition switch housing and assembly and the lock cylinder, everything. But I got it from a salvage yard. It was 35 bucks instead of the hundreds it would cost new. I'd say it was a pretty good day, pretty good 2 days. So tomorrow's gonna be my first day actually taking this out on the road, like really driving. I'll let y'all know how it goes. But as always, if y'all enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and thanks for watching.